What's going on? What's going on, Mr. Ghost? How you guys doing over there in chat? Appreciate you guys joining the stream. Today we're going to be taking a flight from Destin over to Tampa. We are going to be doing this online, and got a new surprise for you. We've got a new ambient dimming lights with our all of our instruments. I think we finally got to finalize all of our instruments. All these are ready to go. Even the overhead, now they've also got ambient dimming inside of them, so we should be ready to go. So we'll go ahead and get things started. And what's going on, Ghost? Sorry you're not having a good day, man, but hopefully the stream will be just what you needed for the night. So appreciate you joining. Always appreciate it, and always appreciate your support, man. You're always there, so appreciate it. So we are going to go ahead and get started. So let's get things going. So we'll go up to the overhead, and we'll turn on our overhead crash bar, and we'll go to main, and we'll go to battery, and we'll go ahead and gears down, parking brake is set. Everything's all good, and we go ahead and turn on our fuel pumps. Those are on. And we can go ahead and make sure our ignition is in the on position and starter comes on. And now we're just watching our NG rise. Once we get to 13%, we'll move the lever into low idle. And there's 13%. Low idle. Now watching the ITT rise. And good start. Starter is illuminating, so there's 50%. We'll go ahead and go into high idle, and we'll go battery or starter comes to off, ignition to the auto position, and we can go ahead and turn all of our gyros on, and passenger oxygen can come on, EFIS comes on, and autopilot master trims and radio master. Go ahead and clear our master cautions. Oh, yeah. I fully understand, my friend. I fully understand. It is a very sad. Alright, so we can go ahead and continue. We are going to be using the TDS today. And let's just check one thing real quick. And that's what's going on. Just getting all the screens finalized here. There we go. And BFD 1, 2. There we go. Sorry about that. I thought I had everything ready to go, but didn't have a couple things checkmarked and clicked with the new panels that we have set up. So I actually just installed these. So new panels. So we've got navigation, database is out, but that's all right. Excuse me. So we can go ahead and
system test okay.
All right. TOS system test is okay. And that'll be on A. I didn't have some of these panels all set up with the Knobsters and everything, so pardon me for that. And that we should be good, so all right. All right, we are ready to get things going. Sorry about that. Took a little bit. Yeah, it is a little bit cloudy outside. I tried to set it up to so we fly a little bit towards the end at dark, so that way you guys can kind of check out these ambient dimming panels and that kind of stuff and see what that's like. So, all right, so got everything ready. Let's go ahead and let's get ATIS, or let's get the weather here. Let's go to our flight plan. Let's get our waypoint. No, not hold. And we want to go to waypoint info. We want to go to weather. We want to get our barometric pressure. Weather data not available. All right, that stinks. Have to get that figured out, but that's all right. We've got our old trusty phone here, and we've got 3019. And we're just going to go ahead and restart Air Manager here. And had a little bit of a crash with Air Manager, so there we go. 30.14. All right, there's 3014. And we'll get to our fuel here. And we've got plenty of fuel, 290 gallons. 3014, and we'll go ahead and turn on our auto boost pump. Fuel selector is on. Auto boost pump is on auto. And we'll go ahead and turn our bleeds on and get our fan and all that stuff set up. So 62 degrees inside the cabin. We'll go ahead and get that a little bit warmer. So everything's looking good there. And we can go ahead and set flaps to take off. And we can go ahead and we got everything else. Let's go ahead and get our clearance from Jack Center. Jack Center is 135925. 135925. And we'll transfer that in.
Can I get that one more time?
Yep, it's at 1149, sure thing. Cleared to the Greensboro Airport via direct Columbia, Charlie Alpha Echo, for the Block 2 arrival. So it's a Columbia transition, Block 2 arrival.
Clear to the Colombian transition, then to the Block 2 arrival. Jet 1149.
1149, read that correct, and as soon as you're able, proceed direct to Columbia.
Proceed direct to Columbia. Jet 1149.
Hey, good evening, Jack Center, TBM 23 Delta Tango, looking to pick up our IFR to Tampa.
And November 23 Delta Tango, hello, Jacksonville Center, clear to the Tampa International Airport. As filed, maintain 2000, expect 290 and 10, departure with me, squawk 3260, and repack squawk only.
All right, and 3260 for the squawk, and for November 23 Delta Tango.
TBM 3 Delta Tango, reback correct. Call me for taxi and let me know what runway you'd like.
All right, and we'll let you know what runway, and we'll call you for taxi for 23 Delta Tango. All right, so you said maintain 2000, so we'll go ahead and set 2000 into our frequency is with him, so 3260, that's all we got to worry about. 3260 in our squawk, so 3260, altitude reporting. And we'll go ahead and put in November 23 Delta Tango, hit enter, and altitude reporting, and hit enter.
Question, is the Columbia common spelling, or?
KTPA is where we're heading.
So it's a VOR, it's spelled Charlie Alpha Echo, just 3 letters.
And then we can go back and hit our procedures, and we'll hit our arrival. And our arrival is the Matty 4 with the heaven transition, one runway, 1B, and we can go ahead and hit a load arrival. Alright, so we are set to go. Get our landing lights are on, and we can go ahead and turn off the top parking brake, and let's get going. What do you say?
Hello, climb maintain flight level 380.
Can we get flight level 360 weather final?
Yep, Blue 7, sure thing. Climb maintain flight level 360.
Flight level 360 Blue 7.
Center, Southwest 1051, hello with you, good evening, at 16,000, looking for permission to cruise.
Yeah, let's check the winds real quick before we call taxi.
Your cruise hall pass from F11.
Negative, so we're chilling at 16,000.
120, so yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. Alright, climb maintain flight level 340, you can proceed direct to... let's see what I can get you direct to, 1 second.
Hey, we like shortcuts up to 340.
Just waiting for
57 back with the nuggets.
let's get the dying started. Oh man.
Roger, welcome back.
We're not gonna die.
Jacksonville Center, American 1635 with you, 160.
Southwest 1051, are you already direct to Remus?
We are currently correct. Direct Remus and then Rossi.
Jack Center, good evening, 29201.
And turn our torpedoes on.
201, Jack Center, welcome.
And
84 arrival, Honey transition for round 1 left.
Roger.
let's get the flying started. Yeah, let's do it. What do you say? And Jack Center, TBM 23 Delta Tango, we're ready for taxi at Alpha.
23 Delta Tango, Roger, stand by just 1 moment, pulling that up here for you. And TBM 23 Delta Tango, did you want 14 or 32? The winds are favoring 14. Well, yeah, I guess runway 14, taxi via Alpha.
All right, we will take runway 14 via Alpha for 23 Delta Tango. Appreciate it. All right,
And Southwest
trims are good.
1.
We are ready for takeoff, my friend.
Proceed direct Rossi, Romeo, Oscar, Zulu, Zulu, India, and then rejoin the Yankee 280.
All right, Dart Rossi, and we'll go ahead and use us rejoin Yankee 280 for 10-6.
American 1635, you on frequency.
Yeah, American 1635, flight level 160.
American 1635, climb maintain flight level 340.
Climb maintain 340, American 1630. Departure, good evening.
All right, here we go. Flaps are set for takeoff, and we've got everything is on. Inertial separator is on.
TBM 552 Tango Lima, contact Orlando departure. That's going to be on 124.8.
For some reason, we're in standby.
Yep. American 1811, contact Atlanta Center 132.907. Have a good night.
132.97, good night. American 1811.
American 2518, same for you, contact Atlanta Center 132.907. Have a good night.
And 3260.
American 2518, contact Atlanta 132.907. Good night.
132.97 over here, it's your night.
L66, request.
We are ready.
66, good.
In our old age here, we found that GSD is a GSO. We'd like to get a GSO instead. If we can get Spartanburg and track 3, that'd be great.
Delta 66, roger for now, flighting 360. Let me see if I can get that for you.
360, sorry about that.
And Jack Center, TBM 23 Delta Tango, we're ready at 14. Poor guy is very busy tonight. Very busy.
TBM 3 Delta Tango, flight runway heading, runway 14, clear for takeoff.
Runway heading, climb, runway heading, and clear for takeoff, 23 Delta Tango. Alright, try to hurry up and get off of there. He seems busy.
41 Jack Center, squawk 6234.
Alright, let's get out here, take the runway, and let's get on the way. What do you say, Ghost? Cleared for takeoff. Let's rock and roll. Alright. Lined up with the runway, and we'll go ahead and advance the throttles.
Delta 2267, cross Jerdy at maintain flight level 210.
And
Maintain flight level 210, Delta 2267.
takeoff power is set.
American 1753, descend via the stock car 3, arrival, Charlotte's landing to the north.
Airspeed's alive, engine instrument look green. There's our 85, and rotate. And off we go, tap the brakes.
Arrival, Charlotte's landing to the north.
And gears coming up.
For 1753?
Descend via the stock car 3, arrival, and Charlotte.
And fly runway heading, so we'll go ahead and get that.
Descend via the stock car 3 arrival, American 1753.
Delta 66, proceed direct Spartanburg VOR, and you're cleared to the Greensboro Airport via Spartanburg, and then the tracks.
And we're just going to hand flyer and maintain our runway heading.
Delta 66 also descend.
Flaps can come up.
340.
Down 34, Delta 66.
Delta 1587, contact Washington 126.
And we can go ahead and turn yaw dampener on.
Show the nuggies.
Yes, sir.
Climbing to 2000. And we'll go ahead and hit IAS.
Alright, Blue 7, Roger, stand by, I'll have that for you in a moment. Southwest 4720, were you with me?
Yes, sir, with you, flight level 280.
Roger, welcome. Number 23 Delta Tango, radar contact, proceed direct to heaven, climb maintain flight level 290.
Up to 290, direct heaven for 23 Delta Tango, appreciate it.
Frontier flight 9201, cross Mady
Oh,
at maintain
nope, we don't want to remove it.
11,000, Tampa's landing to the south.
Okay, Kuros,
Direct.
Sorry?
Direct. Activate direct heaven. And we can go into nav move.
Contact southwest of the Alma VOR for now. Descend and maintain flight level 330.
And we can go ahead and climb up to. And to climb up to 27,000. What we filed.
Okay, I just said two people talking on top of each other. Was that Southwest 251?
Let's go ahead and start our climb. There's our 27,000.
Oh, there you are. Hello, Jackson.
Go ahead and arm that. Time to use the, we'll BS that, and we'll BS that up at 2,000. We'll go ahead and change our pressurization.
330 for final, American 1635.
And we'll set our pressurization to 27,000. I don't know. Just a lot of people on, I guess, is why it's so busy. And climbing at 2,000 feet per minute. And we are off. We are off.
American 7545 Jacksonville Center, squawk 4261.
4261, coming down, American 7545.
And let's go inverted. Oh, no thanks. No thanks. I like to keep the ground below me.
Number 924 Sierra Foxtrot, Jack Center, welcome.
QA 400 with you, flight level 330.
TWA 400 Jack Center, hello, squawk 4321. American 7545 Jack Center, welcome. Got your radar contact north of Orlando.
The destination will be Jersey City. And departure plan.
Yep, 7545, I have your flight plan already here. Descend and maintain 1 to 12,000 American for American 7545.
I'm just going to hide these real quick and then show you. So having a little bit of trouble right now with the instruments as I touch them. As soon as I touch the instruments, with the night version, is that it immediately drops my FPS way down. So we'll come back to that. We'll try those a little later. So we are climbing. And for some reason the track IR is not wanting to work. So
and Blue 7, thanks. Readback is correct. Break, Spear Wings 931, contact Atlanta Center on 132.97. See ya.
Atlanta 132.97, Spear Lane, Nether Lane. Thank you for your see you. Good night.
See you later.
Jacksonville Center, Southwest 251 with you, about 20 miles west of Bravo, Lima, Victor, Whiskey, Sierra.
Southwest 251, Jack Center, welcome. Number 828 Whiskey Whiskey, contact Washington Center 126.87. See ya.
all right.
And number 828 Whiskey Whiskey.
No, you're not crabby.
6.87. We'll see ya.
You're not crabby at all, my friend. So we are direct heaven.
Thank you very much. And,
So
make sure it was Washington 2687.
Oh, sorry, got it. Washington 2687. Have a good day, sir. See you.
TBM 55210 with flight level 110.
and there we go. If you look out,
552 Tango Lima, Jacksonville Center, hello.
look out over the
56, contact Atlanta Center 132.97.
Nice look at Destin down there.
No problem.
Yeah, so now we're not losing FPS. We were losing FPS, and I was down around 22, which is not good. And so now we're good. We're back to normal, and we're getting right around 45 frames per second right now, which is right where I like to see it.
November 552 Tango Lima, turn left heading 330, radar vectors to Jacksonville. 330.
We are using the TDS this time instead of the PMS. The TDS is actually the same. It's the same software that they actually use in the real airplane. So, and we can go ahead and pull us back below. Go ahead and pull back our torque back to a little below 100%, and we can go ahead and turn on our turn off our inertial separator down here beside my left knee, and then we can go ahead and go into 850 mode, and the torque can now be pushed up past 100%, not to exceed 121%.
Skirmish 2108, contact Washington 126.87, have a good one.
And there we go.
53, contact Charlotte, approach 120.50, have a good one.
All right. So I have to let Todd know about that. I don't know what that's about, but we'll have to get Todd on that, and he'll get it figured out. So.
I'm sorry, 2108, just to verify, it's 2687.
And we can go ahead and get our music going as we take on off. I have not seen a real gator. I don't know that I want to see a real gator. And as we're climbing out over the ocean,
American 4587, contact Washington Center 126.87, have a good one.
I mean, if you want to go see a real gator, then you go right ahead, but I'm good. I'll take your word for it. Oh yeah, no, we went out to the ocean and did some fishing.
Gotcha there, thanks, sorry about that. Climate tape level 400. No worries at all, 400, Pacific 2736. Set at 1149, cross Tenny, at and maintain flight level 210.
Cross Tenny at or 210. Adjust to 1149.
All right.
At and maintain.
At and maintain at 210.
Everything's looking good. We can go ahead and turn off our taxi lights and our runway, our heading. And we're coming up through 18,000 feet, so we'll go ahead and hit standard. And pressurization, everything's pressurizing just fine. Okay, no warnings. Everything's looking just fine. Real fishing or fake? No, it'd have been fake, because in the real world, I've just been working. Just been working. I did post some a new video. I didn't know if you got to see that or not, Ghost, but I posted a new video, and it's basically our flight that we did from Nashville to Destin, but I did it in a much faster format, so it's only 5 minutes. I did the whole flight and made it, edited it to be only 5 minutes long. So I also had a new short that just came out, so check out the channel if you want, and watch some other ones, other videos that's posted on there. So yeah, you watched it. Awesome. Yeah, we are already up through 18,000 feet, on our way to 27,000, flight level 270. Yeah, the time lapse. Yeah, figured it was a nice little change of pace than just long streams. So and we're gonna check in, make sure I got the flight level correct. And Jackson, you did give 23 Delta Tango flight level 270, correct? Yes, that would be great. 290 for 23 Delta Tango. Just wanted to confirm. Appreciate it. Yeah, I've noticed you've been a lot busier than normal, so appreciate you being on. Appreciate the long service of 4 hours. Appreciate that. It makes it fun for flying when you do that. That is a trooper right there. He's been on for 4 hours controlling airplanes in a virtual world. That's pretty impressive. Mad props to whoever that is.
Yeah, there's a ZJX Discord. You can find it on our RTEC website, zjxrtech.org, but you're not able to get in the controlling channels unless you're a active or visiting controller here.
By chance, I guess I'll send that to the text thing on Delta 47.
I'll send the website. Just stand by 1 second.
Got you. How you doing, Cole?
I am surviving. It has been a very busy night.
Oh yeah, I feel you there.
Do you have the request?
Yes, sir. Southwest 4720, request flight level 270.
Southwest 4720 said 370?
270 for Southwest 4720.
Oh, 270, roger. Descend maintain flight level 270.
Descending flight level 270, Southwest 4720.
Okay, for everyone that was interested in the Discord, the link is in the text chat as well right now, so you guys can go there. And I'm not asking for it because I'm not allowed to for the Baptist thinking, but the feedback link is there as well if anyone needs that question mark.
I'll definitely put in a nice word for you. Appreciate you being on, and you are live on YouTube. We're streaming on here, so appreciate it.
Hi, Mom. Bye. Appreciate you guys.
You okay?
Bad sore, yeah. My wife has been actually sick, and my kids have been sick as well. So it's I feel you. I think it's going around everywhere, man. It's everybody's sick. There's been a lot of people at my work that's been sick and everything. So you guys probably would like to see where we're going, so that'd probably be helpful. Not as busy as this guy here. There we go. That'll let you know where we're heading. Yeah, I hope I don't get sick either, especially next week. I will be traveling over to Napa Valley for a little vacation with the wifey. So should be pretty fun.
Shoot, if you want some, I can get you some. Anybody got snacks?
51 snacks are free.
If you guys call Flintstones gummies at the controller desk a snack, I think, yeah, I've got a snack.
Keep those.
Isn't this a little off topic?
Well,
I was about to say that.
No, I'm not flying there. I will, yes, I'm flying commercial, yes. I'm not the one actually flying, though. Also did get my seat vibrator back to working, so now as we introduce flaps, put in flaps, take out flaps, lower landing gear, all that stuff, it all is working just fine now, so... Wish you had a system like this for Xbox. Well, you know what? You can do it with on a PC. It doesn't need to be a big, huge PC. You can do this a pretty budget-friendly PC. It doesn't take a whole heck of a lot, man. To be honest with you.
Jet 1149, you contact Washington Center now on 126.87.
126.87. Have a nice night.
That's kind of what this channel is set up for and designed to do, is kind of show people what you can do with these touch screens. And you know, this is just a normal PC. I don't even have, you know, the best graphics card or anything like that, so you have to save up and buy one. Hey, in time, you ghost. In time. We'll get you there. Whoop. Excuse me. No problem, man. I enjoy streaming. I enjoy doing it on YouTube, and you know, it's a lot of fun. It's nice whenever you have people like you that are nice, that want to join the stream and want to comment and want to watch. So, you know, I appreciate you doing that. It's no fun to run a YouTube channel and no one watch it, so. Oh, no, that was just had a little tickle in my throat, so. No, you're very nice. And we can go ahead and set this up. Okay, TPA. So direct Tampa, enter activate, and get out of flight plan. Go to procedures on here, and we can hit select arrival. Hit enter, and we're doing the MATI 4, and we're setting this up in the back end for runway 10 left. Or no, we want 10 right is what we want. Enter and load that. And go to flight plan, and we can go to heaven and hit direct to, enter, and there we go. So now we want to go ahead and look at our arrival plate. So it looks like we've got about 56 nautical miles before we get there. So let's go ahead and take a look at that arrival plate.
I've got your radar contact southwest across city vortex over the Gulf. I actually don't see a flight plan for you, so if you can just double check and refile, please.
And let's pull up the Navigraph for you.
Martin Air 69 Lima, I guess radar contact south of Orlando, welcome. Climb and maintain flight level 310. We're at 310 now, Martin. 69 Lima, roger. Double check your altimeter. Looks like you're showing below, so just make sure you're at standard.
And unload. And we added that to our route. And we can go in here to charts, and we'll go to approach arrival. And we're going to be doing the MATI 4. And we'll take a look at this approach plate. So we're going to be coming in at heaven. And once we get to heaven here, then we will continue on down to legit on the 156 degrees. Then we'll head to Gojo. Then at MATI is where we need to be at 8,000. So let's go into our VNav, and we're going to go to 8,000. Absolutely, 23 Delta Tango. And so let's absolutely. I'm going to put it in the messages. And there's some guys that's wanting this. There we go, and I sent that to him. So we're going to be coming in here. So at MATI, we need to be at 8,000. So let's set that up in our GNS 530. And so we'll set that up in here. So we can see when we need to start our descent on down. 8,000, enter, and we want to be 0 nautical miles. Zero, enter, before heaven, and so now we can go to our VNav and switch that over. Alright, class MATI at 11,000, and Tampa's landing to the south for 23 Delta Tango. Alright, so we can go ahead and start on down, so we'll set up our down to 11,000. And we can go ahead and hit our VS, switch that over to VS, and we can arm that, and we'll set our VS to 1,500 feet per minute. So they're landed to the south, so we need to be at Tooth at 5,000, and then Phelim at 5,000. So as we start to head into Jacksonville, coming up on Heaven, we've got about 30 nautical miles. So let's check our utilities. VNAV is enabled. So we need to be at Matty at 1000. And so let's go ahead and go back to our VNAV over here. And he said 1000, so let's go ahead and put that in there. 1000, enter. And we can go ahead to VNAV. So we need about almost 2,000 feet per minute to keep up with that. So we can go ahead and start slowing on back. Hey, what's going on? Another one jumping in. Black Flight, welcome to the stream. Appreciate you joining along. Are you one of the pilots that's on VATSIM flying around with us? Got a home cockpit here that we built all these instruments for making a 100% mouse-free cockpit. So I can fly the TBM, I can fly the Phoenix, I can fly the CRJ, I can fly a lot of airplanes, and I don't ever have to touch the mouse ever. And so all these work with just knobs and switches and touches. That's what we've been working on. These are kind of just newly released, probably been out for a couple weeks now for the TBM. This is the Black Square TBM. So all right, Ghost, have a good night, buddy. We will see you on the next stream. Thanks for the support.
Anyone able to hear Jack Center? Okay, my audio for VATSIM is screwed up. I can't hear you guys, so hold on 1 second. Let me disconnect and reconnect this. Can anyone hear me? Give it to him on the other side.
I can hear all the chatter. 23 Delta Tango.
I've been calling for like 5 minutes. Man, I just been eating my food. Popcorn, bowl popcorn. Well, what is anyone drinking tonight? Big time. Oh yeah.
So we'll go ahead and take a look. It looks like Tampa Approach is online, and so they're 118.15. So let's go ahead and put that in our
I think it's
standby.
working now. I can hear everybody. Martin Air 69 Lima, did you get the instructions?
in there.
To Cuban?
And it looks like the ATIS is Tampa ATIS is 126.45. So set that up in 126.
Arrival, 2190 heavy.
45.
Jack Center for Delta 47, what's the request?
Delta 47, go ahead.
Can I step away for 5 minutes?
Approved, report back.
Roger.
Port 8, just information, Foxtrot 01534. West 36,
1 second, November 9240, Foxtrot to Cindy, the Looney 1 arrival, runway transition, altimeter 3022.
5,000 meters.
Looney 1, runway 8 transition for 405. Glad to hear you again.
3023.
Air Sprint 17, go ahead.
Left approach,
023, so we'll go ahead and we'll go ahead at 3023.
Air Sprint 17, welcome, thanks.
There we go. And you got 3023.
Vicinity Airport. Traffic weather information from GPA area available from ATC. Crane activity in vicinity of the airport.
Jacksonville Fire
Air and phone.
693.
On additional contact. You have information Foxtrot.
We got information Foxtrot.
Confirming 693 Jack Center, welcome.
And we can go back and check on our V.
Southwest 4720,
Yes,
contact
and
Orlando,
we
approach
only
124.8, have a good one.
We only need to be doing about 1,000.
No problem.
There we go.
Delta 1911 Miami Center is offline, ready service terminated, frequency change, approved, have a good one.
Radar services are unfortunately
And we've caught up Go ahead and turn our landing lights on, and we'll turn our pulse lights on. Appreciate the support of everybody watching.
The Jacksonville Center, good evening, Delta 1689. We're about 100 miles north of Panama City, False 300, climb 370.
Delta 1689, Jacksonville Center, welcome.
And as it's starting to get a little later at night, we'll go ahead and switch the daytime over to a little bit more in the day. No one wants to look out and see just black holes as you're watching. That's not really any fun. Especially whenever you fly out over like a big lake or a big ocean. Even in the real world, whenever you're flying out over those, it's like I mean, you would want to have
Pacific 2776,
little Marcus,
do you have
and
the waypoint
you would want to have your
Juliet
instrument ready, because it's a black hole. It's hard to see where the horizon is when you're out out in the middle of the ocean or over top of you know, an actual big lake or big lake. It's pretty dark out there. It's hard to make out exactly which is the ground and which is the sky, especially when it's dark outside. So American Airlines 55 here. Awesome. Glad to have you. Glad to join in.
I just need to make sure I heard that correctly. Was that waypoint named Inbred?
It is, and it's conveniently near Alabama.
Dedicated to basically anybody that wants to learn how to build a home cockpit. Doesn't take a whole heck of a lot of money. I know you guys can see some of those people on YouTube that build those 737 cockpits and everything, and it doesn't have to be that elaborate. So you can do, I can fly the TBM, I can fly the Phoenix, I can fly the CRJ, I can fly any of those airplanes with no mouse, hands, and just by clicking on all these instruments. I'm with SIMSTRUMENTATION. We build air manager panels here, so like all these instruments are for air manager, and these are free to download, so you can get every one of these for free. I have a true overhead, so I use 4 touch screens, and that's basically how I can fly all these airplanes without ever having to, without ever touching a mouse. It's all touch screen. So we'll sync up our heading bug here, that just in case we go into heading, get vectors or anything. So trying to range out.
Delta 531, Atlanta Center got offline for some reason. Radar service terminated. Frequency change for unit.
Oh man, they just went off. That's too bad. Over to Unicom for 531. Thanks for your help and have a good night.
No problem. You as well.
So we do have information Foxtrot whenever we go into the Tampa approach, and we'll be trying to land on, see if we can get one right. It's a little closer to the FBO. So coming down through 14,000 on our way down to 11,000.
We'll have to step away.
So that's what these panels look like. I don't mind the quotedness down there. I actually took my honeycomb and moved it back and added a little extension on. Makes it a little easier so it didn't hit my knees. So, but this is where it used to sit. It used to fill this hole. So.
American 131 Jack Center, hello, squawk 2770.
Yeah, I appreciate that citation. You like flying the citation for X-Plane, or are you MSFS guy? All these panels that we build are for Microsoft Flight Simulator. There is some other guys out there that do build some instruments for X-Plane planes, but we've got a full CJ4, so if you like flying the citation CJ4, you can literally fly the airplane with a couple touch screens without ever having touching your mouse. You just touch the panels just like you would in real life. I am a real life pilot as well.
Appreciate it. American 131 radar contact just west of the Melbourne VOR, welcome.
So as we started our descent, we can go ahead and change our pressurization. Just kind of show you how it works is I got this little pressurization button just like we do in the real world. You would turn this knob, but you can't actually physically turn the knob. So we have a physical knob that I have hooked up to this panel. So now I'll just set this panel and we'll set it down to, we want to start depressurizing, and so we'll set it down to 1,000 feet of cabin altitude. You want to set it 500 feet above your landing destination, and Tampa is pretty much at sea level, so we can set it for just a little lower than under 1,000.
Delta 47,
so
sure
we're good there.
Cleared to the Greensboro
Cabin temperature
Airport
right now is 74 degrees, so passengers are
Tango
comfortable.
Echo November India, Block 2
Approaching
arrival.
VNAV profile.
Cross Tenny at flight level
And
210.
we've got about 1,300 to go before we get to our 1,000 altitude we've been given. And we can start pulling it throttle back, or torque back just a little bit. See if they're still advertising Foxtrot.
Yep, I'll type it in.
1,000 to go.
Center, International Airport, information call 0253
Golf.
West 020 at 4. Visibility 10. View clouds at 18,000. 25,000 scattered. Temperature 17. 2.10.
Alright, who called in, sir?
24. LS approach runway 1 left. Localizer runway 1 right in use.
Who else called?
Turbulent arrival. Dispatch runway 1 left.
Legion 1848, check center, hello, climbing team level 310.
To their mission.
310, Legion.
Bird activity is in the airport. Hazardous weather information for GPA area available from ATC.
WestJet 956, send me the Seinfeld 3 arrival for land of altimeter 3024, landing to the north.
Alright, we've got
Sorry, can you
golf.
repeat this for what next?
WestJet 956, descend via the Seinfeld arrival, Orlando's landing northbound,
National
and
Airport
altimeter
information
3024.
call 0253 Zulu. West 020
That
at
means
4.
Seinfeld arrival.
Visibility 10.
Orlando
View clouds at
3024 or
18,000.
WestJet
25,000 checkered. Temperature 17.
Uberjet 101, you with me?
2.10. Altimeter 3024.
3024, and we got golf.
Okay, Southwest 1051, contact Houston 134.42, have a great night.
Alright, so as we start to come down, we'll go ahead and get rid of our music.
Jacksonville Center, Delta 212.
There we go.
I cleared for a frequency.
Got plenty of fuel, just in case we need to go missed for any important reason or anything like that, so got plenty of fuel.
Nope, Delta 212, you're still with me.
After we get done with the Tampa, then next time we'll probably fly maybe down to the Florida Keys and then start heading our way over to the Bahamas,
fly that arrival for now, they'll let you know once you get closer.
Princess Juliet Airport. That's always a fun one to fly into. So we will
Southwest 1051, contact Houston 134.42, have a good night.
As far as the weather goes inside of Tampa, let's take a look at that.
Uberjet 101, Jacksonville Center.
So few clouds at 18,000, which yeah, we're good there. So yeah, it's all VFR. So
Streaming 693, descend
we
via
want to shoot an
5,
approach.
arrival Orlando landing to the north, altimeter 3024.
Hopefully we'll be able to get into one right and make it a lot faster and get in and out of the way. So
Information Romeo on board for Spearwing 693.
Roger, thank you. Delta 1689, cross bangs and maintain 13,000.
Cross bangs and maintain 13,000, Delta 1689.
and now that we're starting to come on down, we'll go ahead and pull our torque back, and we'll come back out of 850 mode, and we'll go ahead and turn on our inertial separator. And then we'll kind of watch the torque slowly, gradually rise a little bit. And just watch our ITT temps, just make sure that we don't temp out. So here at 11,000.
And Delta 47, let me know when you are direct to Tenny.
I got about another 15 miles and we'll be switching over probably to Tampa. Doesn't look like towers online, so we'll be with Tampa approach all the way to the ground.
Plan. Are you on the A320? Because there should be a second flight plan button. You might be able to do that.
And we can go ahead and turn off our windshield de-ice. We don't need that.
Yeah, it should be the same
Outside
computer then for the
temperatures
most part. Yeah,
plus 41 degrees Fahrenheit, so we're good there.
Jacksonville Center, Spearwing 693 NH. I don't know if we can request an approach with you, or we do that with the Orlando approach.
Spearwing 693, yeah, you can request that from Orlando approach. You'll have plenty of time with them since you're coming in from the north.
Roger, Spearwing 693.
Delta 212, descend via the stock car 3, arrival, Charlotte landing to the north. Delta 212, descend via the stock car 3, arrival, Charlotte landing to the north.
Jacksonville Center, say again.
Delta 212, descend via the stock car 3, arrival, and Charlotte landing to the north.
Jacksonville Center, American 261, we're about 10 miles from our stop descent. We'd like to start descent now.
American 251.
Hi guys.
Roger, descend via the Looney 1, arrival, expect runway 8, Jax, altimeter 3026.
Down by the Looney 1 arrival, 3026 on the altimeter, runway 8, 051.
Mountaineer 69er Lima, contact approach 127.0, we'll see it. FedEx 2190, contact approach 127.0, we'll see it.
Officer approach now, FedEx 2190 Heavy, see ya!
Mountaineer 69er Lima, contact approach 127.0, see it.
You already had this off for the 127.0, Lima.
Oh, sorry, I didn't hear the hand, the read back this way, my bad. And over 23 Delta Tango, contact Tampa approach now, 118.15, have a good one, we'll see ya!
Stop it up. Switch over to you to call.
The 2080 cross Jerdy.
Miner 69 Lima, Jack's approach, left information, I can expect the visual approach runway 8.
Expecting visual for runway 8, and then 69 Lima.
November 23 Delta Tango, stand by. Fly with 610. November 23 Delta Tango, you should be a Tampa approach. That's going to be 118.15. You'll see it.
Loud and clear now.
Alright, we have you back. We are just now vacating flight level 430.
Tampa altimeter 3024, you can plan the visual approach right one right.
we've already contacted Tampa approach, and now we are set to start our arrival, which we're started the arrival, but start our approach into the Tampa area. He gave us one right, which is what we were planning on, and he did give us the visual, what makes it a lot nicer. We don't have to fly out and fly an actual approach, since they don't really technically need to fly an approach, so makes it a lot better for us and a lot faster getting in. So appreciate the help on that with the controllers. So he set cross Matty at 1000, and so let's just take a look at that plate again just to make sure that we're following it correctly. And once we get to Passanoy, after Ahoy, we've got Matey. Ahoy, Matey. Love how they name these sometimes. And then once we get past Matey, then we will go to Rupert, and then we can go to Seabass. And then at Tooth, we need to be at 5,000 and under 210, which is not going to be a problem for us. So, go ahead, now that we're just flying level, we can go ahead and bring back in our torque. And we can fly this a little bit faster. No reason to fly slow. Can't break the speed limit, which we're still technically above the 1,000 feet above the speed limit, so there is no speed restriction for us right now. About 60 gallons per hour, which is what we planned for. We are on the right tank still. Everything's looking just fine. Pressurization is good. Cabin altitude is at about 1,000 feet. Holding pressure. So now we're just continue on flying down our approach, or flying our arrival. Not much to do at this point. It gets busier as we get closer, so. To all the new people watching, I do appreciate you guys joining. It does help the channel out, so thank you, thank you, thank you. just going in here and setting up our VNav enabled. So time to bottom of descent is about 11 and a half minutes. We need to maintain a 516 feet per minute descent to hit tooth at the 5,000 as it's instructed us to do.
Delta Tango, I'm going to be closing up shortly. Your radar services are terminated, and you can monitor Unicom 122.8 for the way, and have a good one.
Alright, we'll switch on over to Unicom 122.8, and you have a good night. Thanks for being on. Appreciate your service, man.
No problem. You have a good one, and hope you had a good night.
Had a great night. Poor controller before me on the center. He was having all sorts of people on there, so he was a very busy guy, so appreciate all you guys doing this.
Oh yeah, no problem. I'm sorry to hear about that experience. I wish I could have given you a better one, but I just had to handle a stream of traffic and I'm a little tired, so.
No problem, I totally understand. And the other controller was absolutely perfect, man. He did great. He was just super busy. I felt bad for the poor guy because he's been on for like 4 hours and he was just super busy. He was great. He didn't do anything wrong. It was just, he was busy.
Yeah, no, completely understand. Well, thank you, man. Appreciate the feedback, and you have a good rest of your night.
Thanks, you as well, buddy. Good night.
Thanks, good night.
Alright, so we'll switch on over to Unicom. And, you know what we can do since we're doing, we'll continue flying what we're supposed to be flying. As I said, we could pretty much go direct now to the airport. And, it wouldn't be too big of an issue, but we're not VFR, and we do have an IFR flight plan, so we need to stick to that. He didn't tell us that we could fly direct, so we will continue doing it like we would do it in the real world. So we don't have much farther to go, so we should be on the ground, let's say probably in about 15-20 minutes. So alright, just coming up on Ruger, and then we'll be on Blount.
Down. I got one or more arrival. Jacksonville's handing me off. Yeah, pilot discretion, 710 5000. You can plan the visual approach, runway run right. No problem.
approach Delta 1689 with request.
Delta 1689, go ahead.
Sir, so you said runway, confirm 36.
Oh, Delta 1689, I was confusing you with St. Pete. My apologies, it's been a long night, you can expect. Runway 32.
Alright, Roger, we'll expect runway 32 in Sarasota, Delta 1689.
Temperature 17, 2.10, altimeter 3024, ILS approach runway 1 left, localizer runway 1 right in use, turbulent arrivals, expect runway 1 left for noise abatement, notices to air mission, bird activity vicinity airport, hazardous weather information for TPA area available from ATC, crane activity in the vicinity of the airport, command error in phoneme. Advise on initial contact. You'll have information calls.
Delta Tango, understand you'd like the visual instead? R23 Delta Tango, that's approved as requested. You're clear to visual approach runway 1 right. Delta Tango, the wind at Tampa 20204, runway 1, right clear to land.
Pull up. Pull up. Pull up. Pull up. Pull up. Sync rate.
Delta Tango, welcome to Tampa, right 181. Center 23 Delta Tango. Proceed taxi FBO via Echo, cross runway 28. Sarasota, altimeter 3022. You can plan on the visual approach runway 32 if I didn't tell you already.
And we got altimeter 3022, we'll expect visual 32 with Delta 1689.
Thanks, it's been a long night. Apologies for my lapse in communication.
No, it's all good.
And we're just taxiing via Echo, cross runway 28 to the ramp for 23 Delta Tango. Oh, there he is. Just all those lights went off. Well, that was a successful flight. Appreciate everybody that did join, all the new people that joined and subbed. I appreciate that. Thank you for the support. Reason I make these videos and do these videos is for your entertainment, and hopefully you can learn something, and hopefully you guys can check out these panels that we build here at SIMSTRUMETATION and get some of these panels and teach people that you don't have to build this big elaborate cockpit with a bunch of switches and all that extra stuff. You can do it with touch screens, and you can fly it just like you'd fly in the real world with knobs and buttons and everything else. So and it's all it takes is just a quick switch of the button, and you can switch from flying to TBM, and you can load up an airliner. So and we were given cross runway 28, which we are doing. My head tracker is not working, so normally look out to the left, look out to the right. All right. And for 23 Delta Tango, would you like us to take Sierra to Delta and Delta to the ramp for taxiing?
Number 23 Delta Tango, you're facing Delta. You can take Delta left on Foxtrot 2.
Perfect. Delta to Foxtrot 2 for 23 Delta Tango. Appreciate it. Thanks for your service. Thanks for staying on.
No problem. Have a good one.
You as well. All right, so here's Delta, so we'll go ahead and take a left here on Delta. And we'll go on down to Foxtrot 2. Which this should be Foxtrot 2 here. And it is, so we'll go ahead and take a left here into the ramp. And we will park right over here beside the CJ4 and the Bonanza. All right. All right, parking brake is set, and we will go ahead and feather. And we can go ahead and turn off our radio masters. Can come off, EFIS can come off. And we can go ahead and turn our taxi lights off. We'll leave the strobes, turn off our strobes, but leave the navs on. Ignition can come off. Starters all off. Oxygen it can go off. And we can go ahead and bring the condition or the mixture to low idle, and we can go ahead and pitos come off, and we can go ahead and all right, and we can go ahead and turn everything else off, and the crash bar can come down. All right, well, I appreciate everybody joining the stream and watching the stream. And we will see you guys again on the next stream. Have a good night, everybody.